92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn Michaels with you. And once again, it's time for Studio Sessions, our monthly look at local artists as we try to bring you the folks performing arts locally right here in Ocean and Monmouth counties. Joining us right now, we have the lovely Taylor. Tote is with us today. She resides from Monmouth County, and Taylor is in for April for Studio Sessions. Taylor, first of all, thanks for being in with us and taking the time to come down.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Somebody sent me, one of our very favorite listeners, sent me your EP that you have out. And when listening to it, I said to myself, wow, this is really, really good. Really enjoyed it. So thanks for coming in to talk about this project and to play for us as well. And you went to Monmouth Regional High School.
Yes.
And now you're at Brookdale?
Yes, I've been at Brookdale. This is my second year at Brookdale.
Very cool. Very cool. So EP, this is pretty neat. You know, I'm looking at your website. I'm saying you got an EP out, you got a video where you're running around New York City. Taylor, you're really getting into this.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. It's kind of crazy how everything's happening so quickly and so efficiently, I guess I would say.
Let me ask you, when you first started way back when, what is the first instrument that you played?
Definitely vocal.
Singing was first?
Singing was definitely first. I didn't start playing guitar until I was about, I want to say, 15.
Uh-huh.
And I'm still, learning it, but I love playing. I play out a lot. But I also have Tom. Tom is with me, and he plays guitar for me.
Tom Briant is going to be sitting in with you today playing your guitar for you.
His mom was actually the one who referred me to you. So.
Yes, so that's very, very cool. So it's a nice connection with you here. So let's talk about the EP. You put this EP out, and you got to be proud of this. This is fantastic what you did with this.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Do you have a favorite of the 4 tracks that are on there?
Yeah, I've been asked this before. I don't know. They're all just so unique in their own way. So it's just so hard to choose a favorite. It's
really cool, too, that you did original. And that's one of the things that we try to showcase when folks come in to do studio sessions, is to not have them do, a song from someone else, but to do something of their own.
Right.
And it makes it special that way. So it's kind of cool. What are you going to be doing for us later today? What's going to be the song you're going to do for us?
I'm thinking All You Left Behind.
Okay.
I'm not positive yet, but All You Left Behind seems like the one to do.
We will see when we get to that point, folks, what she decides. So it could be a last-minute change there for us. When it comes to influences, what would you say, who are the people that you point to when people ask, all right, Taylor, who got you going in music, or who do you look to, and what influences do you say musically you love?
It's funny too, because I get this asked all the time, and it grows tremendously each time I'm asked. But I'm definitely really inspired by Christina Perri, Stevie Nicks, Adele, Grace Potter, Amy Winehouse, Maroon 5.
These are some strong singers that you're talking about here. We've had a little bit of everything so far. We had a twist of country the first month we started this, more of alternative last month. How would you, what category would you put yourself into? Or do you try not to do that?
Well, right now, adult contemporary. Is definitely what I would put myself under. I think I was, this is actually something I actually came to the realization recently, but I used to kind of not try to categorize myself because I didn't really like being put somewhere.
You don't want to put in a box.
I've been kind of, talking to a lot of people, and they're like, you need to target an audience, and you need to, be, when someone asks you, like, that's it. Like, you have to know who you are and what you do. And I've been doing a lot of research, and I think adult contemporary best describes what my music is like.
Let me ask you, we're talking with Taylor Tote, and you can go to her website, which is taylortote.com. We'll have links to that up on our website. Do you have a preference, live or in the studio? Where does Taylor thrive best? On stage or in the confines of the studio? Or it doesn't matter, you like both?
I like both.
Yeah.
I think I prefer performing live.
Really?
Only because, it's a whole different energy and dynamic that you just sometimes you don't get that in the studio, because I think the audience has a huge part in the performance, because you feed off their energy and, their just how their reactions. So,
are you a fan of? I'm trying to think of a person who, when you're a singer, I mean, are you constantly singing? Because, you see people who are singing in the car, they're singing in the house, they're singing while they're walking to, into work. Are you that type of person? Do you like that?
Definitely.
Really?
Definitely. Sing everywhere. I sing songs that aren't even songs. Like I can be like, going in the shower and I'll be like, going in the shower.
Yeah,
like I just sing about what I do.
Get a cup of coffee, so that kind of thing. When you're writing, do you keep a pad with you? Do you keep something with you that when you find something that intrigues you, you start writing it down? Or are you pretty good with memory?
I type my lyrics on my computer just because it'll start to get messy if I write it down.
Yeah.
But if I get an idea, I pull out my phone and I just write it down on the notepad on my phone. And I actually, last year, I was at a singer-songwriter conference and I was sitting in a seminar and I had actually just got a song, like it just popped into my head and I just had to immediately just write it down and get it out so I didn't forget it.
I have stuff all in the notes section of my iPhone now. It's like notes every time something comes in. Oh, I'll put it down in the phone there. So.
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you, Stone Pony, you've performed there. It's an iconic, I would say, if one place, one theater, one venue at the Jersey Shore, folks are going to know maybe from around the country, maybe around the world as well. I would say it's the Stone Pony.
Right.
What's
Definitely.
it like getting up on stage at the Stone Pony? Could you feel the vibe of that?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a huge honor and they definitely support me very, very much, which is amazing because, like Bruce started there and Bon Jovi and guys like that. They've all played there and they all started there. And it's like, here I am and I'm playing on the same stage that they did. And I'm getting started exactly where they did. And it's just a really huge honor to be playing somewhere like that, especially when they back me so much.
Very cool. And of course, you recorded the EP at the True River Theater?
That was the
the
EP
video?
release show.
Okay, the show was at the True River Theater.
The show, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to get the EP, too, folks get details right at TaylorTote.com, right?
Yeah, it's actually on CD Baby. The link will be on TaylorTote.com, but it's CD Baby.
Very cool, very cool. And you can go on there, and I highly recommend it. It's got some fantastic cuts. She's going to be doing one for us very shortly, and we're going to give her a couple seconds to get performing, getting ready for that performance, which, of course, we're going to have video up of as well. And really cool. How was it shooting that video in New York City? Was that cool to do? That was for Superman, right?
That was
it's
for
on the
Superman,
EP?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was really, 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 really cool. Just seeing, all the equipment we bought out and everything we had to do to get out there. And we had how many people did we have come out there? I think maybe 8 or 10.
Yeah.
And Right Stuff Studios and Crest Productions. They filmed that and directed it, which was really, really, really cool. And it was a pleasure to work with them as well. And just the whole process, everything that it came with was
when
just
you
so
do
cool.
something like that, because I've never done a music video, I mean, are you playing the music in the background off speakers so you can kind of hear it? I mean, you're obviously dubbing in the track of the song. You're not doing it live. Are you listening to it? Or you have something in your ear? How are you going to do that?
When we were in New York, we had a little itty bitty speaker that we that it was coming out of, and I couldn't hear it at all. And I was like, oh no, I can't hear anything. And they were so far away from me because they couldn't be in the shot and all that stuff. But it worked out, obviously. And then in the warehouse, we actually hired a DJ to come in, and he played it, and it was really loud.
Very cool.
The whole band, I think, really felt it too.
Any strange outtakes? I mean, anybody in New York City yell or come flying into the camera shot or do anything wacky and crazy, or was it pretty cool? You didn't have any problems?
Oh, you know what? Tom, do you want to explain this story?
Well, Tom is with us. Tom Briant, who's going to be sitting in on guitar with you. Something happened during the filming of it, because you're in the video, too.
Yeah, something really wild, actually. We were filming a shot of me up the steps by the Globe in Columbus Circle.
Yeah.
And we were in between takes, and all of a sudden I recognized Mark Wahlberg coming up in a pretty decent size, I'd say like a dozen group of people coming up the opposite side of the steps as me, and my jaw literally dropped.
Were you like, please walk into the frame, please just walk into the frame, why not?
Exactly. But I had a mandolin, I was playing mandolin.
Yes, you were playing mandolin in that,
and he took notice of me, I guess because of the mandolin and the fact that my jaw dropped, and he was like, what's up, bro, you really playing that thing? And I'm like, well, kinda, because I was just like playing along with the track. And he's like, play me a little something. So I literally just learned how to play this thing just a little bit, just to get by for the video, because someone else played that in the studio. So I just played him a little bit of the song. He was like, all right, cool, and he went on his way.
Did you get that videoed at least? Is there outtakes of that? Nobody got it on tape, but he still shots?
You know, I think he was like a little offended because I wasn't there, but like, here's this group of like cameramen and, you know, video men and all this stuff, and no one had any idea it was Mark Wahlberg except for Tom, and no one got it on tape. I couldn't believe it.
That's pretty cool. That's a good story, though. That's a really good story. See, New York City, you never know what's going to happen. Well, listen, you two, we're going to let you get ready, and we're going to have Taylor perform. By the way, go to Taylor Tote, that's TOTE.com for all the information on Taylor, and we'll have links up. Thanks for coming in this month for studio sessions.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.